Hello everyone. So today I'm going to explain the finding the equation of coordinate geometry. So the question is like this: find the equation of a straight line passes through the point of intersection 2x minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0 and x plus 2y equals to 3 and perpendicular to 4x plus 3y equals to 12. So this question is actually asking us to find the equation of one straight line which point, which coordinate is lying between the red equation that right now you can see in the question, and which is perpendicular to the blue equation that you can right now see in the question itself. So means that to understand and to solve this question, first we have to analyze what we are going to find. We are going to find the equation of a straight line. So you can see I have written here straight line. So we are going to find the equation of a straight line. So now, before you start, first you should know while finding the equation, what are the things required. So the things required anyway. So always, whenever you are finding the equation, you should know that two things. You need to have one coordinate. What are the things required to find the equations? Things required to find the equation. So this is just an analysis. It's not a solution, but this analysis should be known. So number one you need is one coordinate, right? And number two, you need to have slope value. Okay, so our slope is going to be m1. So why I'm calling you m1 is because we are going to derive slope, the value of slope m1 from another given equation. That will be given equation which might be perpendicular or which might be parallel. So right now the situation is perpendicular, and this our m1 is going to derive from this blue equation. You can see here this blue equation, and that will be the m2. All right, so this is the thing that you should know. One coordinate means like the value of x coordinate and y coordinate. So how can we derive this value? So right now, so you have to, when you read the question, you have to check is these two things given or not. So according to the question, these things, the coordinate value has not been given, but it has been given in the form of the two equations. They are saying our coordinate is going to be the point where these two red equation, you can see the equation written in the red color, that point is going to lie on that point. So that means we need to find the coordinate. So our first solution begins here. Now why I'm writing this, the required things for the equation is one coordinate and slope, because our equation format is like this: y minus y1 is equals to m1 bracket x minus x1. Okay, so this coordinate, this y1 and x1 will come from this coordinate thing, and this m1 will come from this slope thing. So first thing, you need to understand all these things. Okay, now I'm going to give you the solution. So my solution is going to be like this. Okay, first you need to find the required coordinate. So first my target, according to my required things, I'm going to find the required coordinate. Sometimes what happens is in question coordinate will be directly given, but right now they are indirectly telling that the value of coordinate is not given, but our coordinate is going to lie in this equation. So this red equation, so I'm going to list that red equation here. So what is that? 2x minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0, which is equation 1. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit minimization here so that we can see the question also. So I'm going to write it little bit comfortably. So 2x minus 3y is equals to minus 1 as equals minus 1 is our equation 1. And what is our equation 2? See that red equation, x plus 2y equals to 3, which is also already in the form of, so 2x, sorry, it's not 2x, it's just x plus 3y. X plus 3y, I'm going to write here x plus 3y, x plus 3y is equals to, what is it? 3. So now, because our coordinate, according to the question, our required coordinate is lying between this, lying between the intersection. They are going to be intersect, and we will derive our coordinates. So now we are going to get our coordinate value, but we have to solve this equation. Now we have a lot more method to solve this equation. So I like to use here elimination method. Okay, the elimination method. So again here, I think mistakenly I have written here 3. I just like to correct it. So here is one problem is here. So I'm going to use elimination method, but while solving this elimination method, one of the things should be in the cuttable situation. So right now, if I see the coefficient of x, one is in the equation 1 it is 2, and in the equation 2 it is 1. Similarly, if I try to cut y also here, you can see I'm not in the situation of cutting the y also here, because y is level is also 1 is of 3. The coefficient of first equation of y is 3, and the coefficient of the second equation y is 2. That means both of them are not cuttable. Now this is another problem. So in that situation, what can we do? So the situation is I will like to choose one of them to get cut down. So I think I need to choose the x coefficient, because you can see in equation 2, if I just multiply, if I just keep here, can replace here 2, this is just imagination, then it will be cuttable. But the problem is in the elimination method, if I multiplied here 2, then all has to be affected. That 2 will go with all of them. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to rewrite this equation 2, so that my equation 2 will be ready for to get cut down with equation 1. So now you can see multiplying we have to do. This is elimination method I'm doing. Let me remind you, multiplying equation 2 with 2. Okay, so why I'm multiplying with 2, that will be also you will understand. Okay, so equation 2 is x plus 2y equals to 3. So that is x plus 2y equals to 3. So entire equation has to be multiplied by 2, because this x factor wanted to change itself. So when x is asking to change itself, then entire whole family of that equation will be affected. So I will write here, so 2x plus 4y is equals to 6. So these two got multiplied with each of the coefficient, and the new equation is like this. Okay, we can name it as equation 3 also. However, this is the derived equation of equation 2. Now this equation 2 and equation 1 is going to be shut out. Okay, so going to be solved. Now what I'm going to do is now, okay, now solving equation 1 and 3, not 2. Okay, because 3 3 is the changed form of. So now I'm going to write equation 1 as 2x minus 3y equals to minus 1, 2x minus 3y equals to minus 1, and 2x plus 4y is equals to 6. Now you can see this situation right now. This 2 x, both the equation 1 and equation 3, both of them has 2 as a similar term. So means that you have to make it similar term to make them cuttable. Now, but still one problem is both of them are plus plus. So what should we do in that situation? Because plus plus cannot be cut down according to the mathematical rule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it minus. So here is minus, and so because this the down one equation, okay, let me remind, the down one equation all sign has to be changed to make it minus. If it was minus, I wouldn't have changed, I would have directly cut it down. But right now that situation is not there, that's why I have to change everything. So this plus will also become minus, and another plus here is also plus, so this will also become minus. Okay, again the third number 6 is also in the plus, so everything became minus. Remember that if there was minus, it will have become plus. Just you need to know that the sign will be changed, means either plus to minus or minus to plus. And after that, this 2x will get cut down like this. And now what will happen? So this is minus 7y equals to minus 7. So means the value of y equals to y coordinate, that is y1, you can simply write it, it became 1. And also put the value of, put y1 equals to 1 in any of the equations. So we have three equations, so I think I will choose very simple equation. So right now in my situation, I have equation 2 is most simple equation, so I'll put this in equation 2. Okay, because why simple? Because x was very much alone, that's why I call it simple. But anyway, you can keep in any of the equations. And now, okay, so now this is x, so 2 into y value we have already derived, it's 1, 2 and the 2 equals to 3. So in this way, x is equals to plus 2 equals to 3. Therefore, what will happen is, or x is equals to 3 minus 2. Therefore, x is equals to 1. Right? So this is x1. Hence, the required coordinate is the required coordinate is 1 comma 1. Wow, that's very cool answer. Both of them coordinate is x is also 1, y coordinate is also 1. Okay, so according to our checklist, let me go to the again in the beginning part before I did the solution. So this is done. Right, coordinate thing is done. Now the next duty is to find the slope. So now out of this question, so ready question help to find the, because ready question already was asking, our point is like was giving us hint that our coordinate was lying in this intersection of this ready question. Now to find the slope, now there is the, we need to find the slope also, m1 to will help us to find the slope. Another point is there, and perpendicular to 4x plus 3y equals to 12 means that whichever equation we are going to find, our equation is going to be perpendicular with this blue equation. So now to find the blue equation, because okay, first let me write that blue equation. Now to find slope, okay, let our slope is going to be m1. And so to find the slope, the helper equation is there. What was that? 4x plus 3y equals to 12. Okay, I'm going to write it. 4x plus 3y equals to 12. So this is just a helper equation. Remember that this is helper equation. I'm just for writing for reference. This is you should not write while writing this solution helper, just to know, make you remember that. Okay, now you know, I'm going to convert this in the form of this one. Okay, y equals to mx plus c form also you can write, or you can simply write x minus x coordinate divided by y coordinate. Okay, so but I'm going to convert in this form. So y is equals to 3y is equals to minus 4x minus 12 plus 12, or y is equals to minus 4x by 4 by 3 plus 12 by 3. Okay, so this is just the conversion method, but there is yet another very easier method to find the slope. So I was just giving this information, but if you don't know, if you feel it's difficult a little bit, actually it's not that difficult also, but there is another method also. What is that is to find the slope directly, you can simply write slope m is equals to x coefficient minus x coefficient divided by y coefficient. Okay, from the entire equation. But remember, their format should be in this form. Everything that x factor and y factor should be in the left side, properly in the left side. So right now our equation is in that situation. You can see this x and y thing are in left side only. And okay, actually 12 also should be brought in the this is the format. Actually, let me tell you, this is a little bit ax plus by plus c equals to 0. This is the format, and this a is x coordinate and b is y coordinate. That means our slope m is going to be slope m. Okay, this is, we are calling it is m2. Okay, because it is from helper. X coefficient according to the equation is 4, because formula is minus 4 by 3. So you can see from this method also, from this method, and we got m value is minus 4 by 3, and from this method directly is also m value is minus 4 by 3. Now, but now let me see, because our slope is not this one. Now let me tell you, this m2 is not our slope. Why our not slope? Because this is from the helper equation. Now helper equation means this 4x plus 3y equals to 12 was helper equation. Now how is that helper equation is going to link with our equation, the equation that we are going to find? So first you need to know what relation they have. So now what will happen in the question is sometimes it will be parallel, sometimes it will be perpendicular. So right now in our question, if I go to the top of the question, here you can see the word perpendicular, right? So perpendicular is here, means our relation of our equation and our helper equation is and perpendicular. So what I'm going to do, since, okay, let me write, since they are perpendicular, m1 into m2 is equals to -1. Okay, this is again another formula. You need to know when they will be perpendicular, we have to use this equation to get our slope. So right now remember m1 is our slope. Okay, so I'm writing m1 with the green signal here. So m1 is our signal, m2 we have already found. What if it was parallel? So let me tell you, in case of parallel, it will be m1 equals to m2. It will be more easy. Whatever helper will directly give, but in case of perpendicular, helper will not give us directly. Okay, let me solve here now. M1 is m1, m2 is -4/3 equals to -1. So minus minus will be cancelled, or m1 is equals to when you reciprocal 3/4. Okay, in this way now we have slope also and coordinate also. Now final, to find the required equation. Okay, required equation, we know y minus y1 is equals to m1 into x minus x1. First you need to know this formula also. This is only the way to find the equation. So now coordinate, what was our coordinate? 1 comma 1, right? So I'm going to write 1 comma 1 means our y coordinate is also 1. I'm going to write here 1, and m1 just now we have found it's 3/4, and then x is as it is, and x1 is again 1. So in this way, all the values are kept. Remember this x1 and y1 means we have found as our coordinate, and m1 was our 3/4, that is slope. Now you have to resolve also. This is already done. Now just the thing is like solving the equation and making the proper management. What we say is, okay, now see this 4 got cross multiply, and then 4y minus 4 is equals to 3x minus 3. Or okay, let me arrange this properly. So now everything, okay, because x should be positive normally, so I'm going to write everything in the, I'm writing here 0 and sending all of them at the right hand side. So 3x, inside of 3x I'm going to write -4y, and this -3, the +4 will be joined. Okay, because sign will be changed, and later on you can do exchange also. So this is 3x minus 4y plus 1 equals to 0 is the required equation of, okay, therefore this is, therefore you should write, therefore required equation of straight line. So this is the full solution of this question, all of you.